Hello and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you my 130 and 1 minute management. So right now on Euro, we can see in London, we took out Asia low. We've then extended above Asia low. Currently on the 4 hour time frame, we're actually consolidating across all these levels. I do like Monday's high as a second target for today. Again, we may not see price draw this high due to the fact we don't have news, but then my two draws on liquidity right now. We're coming up to our entry points. So again, we could push lower into this 363, which is a 15-minute fair value gap. So I'm just watching price. If we do in fact close above this high, so if we close through this order block, I'll then look for some kind of change in delivery to the upside as our New York entry. So again, what I'm doing on the 1 minute time frame, I'm looking left. You can see that this low got taken at the start of New York. We can then just watch price now to see how it reacts. Again, we're just accumulating. This is the accumulation phase of most cycles. So this may get taken out before heading higher. But again, if we do take out this high within the entry point, I will look for an entry. So that's what we're waiting for right now. Right now, what I'm watching is I'm going to wait and see if price wants to come into this imbalance, and we can see if price action is actually going with buy side with our bias. So if we get a reaction from this wick or inefficiency, so inside this wick, there's 30-second time frame, candles such as order blocks and fair value gaps. So potentially reversing from that now, as you can see. So now what we're doing on the 1 minute time frame, we're going to watch this inefficiency, this bearish inefficiency, close through 50%. We can say that delivery may have changed. So again, all of it is just a patience game on this, guys. So we just have to watch price and see what it does before we make any sudden entries into the market. We need clear signal showing that buy side is in favor, and then I'll look for an entry. So right now we're just going to wait until this either closes through, and then we'll look to take an entry on any pullbacks within our cycle time zone, and then hold it probably up to Asia high. I don't think we'll get this far up, but we could do, as we're not seeing much movement this week. I do want to see on the high time frame. So we had a nice 4 hour closure, as you can see. We do have a lot of accumulation. We had a drive down, a drive up, and further drive down. And then we're going for the last drive up, I think. I think we need to come back into more of a premium level on the 4 hour time frame on Euro USD. So that's what I'm looking for this week. Back down to the 1 minute. Let's see what's happening. So again, nothing as of yet. Price is actually reacting from our bearish fair value gap. So we don't want to get involved just yet because we may push lower down into 363 level, which is our M15 FVG. So again, it's just patience, just hold him. Right now, it looks like we might wick into the 1 minute fair value gap. Let's see if we react from this. This would be a good indicator to see where price is going to head for us. Okay, we're now inside the imbalance. What we don't want is a closure through 50% of this. We need this to react if we're looking to get into a buy position. Right now, it doesn't look too healthy. Do you see why we look for these this time as our entry point? As you can see, this was just pure chop that you don't want to get caught in. It does look like we're going to come down into our 15-minute FVG. Okay, hopefully this closes above this 1 minute order block. We're just waiting on price to show us the signal. Okay, it does look like we're going to run down to the M15 FVG and take these lows out within this cycle. Now what we can do is we can do something like this. Again, I don't advise scalping, but we've got to see if this reverse imbalance actually holds. It should do. This price looks like it wants to deliver to the downside here. And I'll show you what this little target would be for you guys. So we had a nice 15M closure. We then have this 15-minute FVG, as you can see here. And that would make more sense if we came down into that cycle, because then what we can do is we can look for the 61.8 entry point. So we could actually probably run this to 50% of here. And that would make more sense to me right now. So that is what I'm looking for. So currently holding a small short position on this. We will wait and see to see what happens. Back down into a discount level. Again, we waited for the signal of price. We don't want to rush in and take an entry round here. What we want to do is wait for something like this to occur. So it's clear closure through the 1 minute fair value gap, as you can see here. And now we're starting to see price deliver to the downside target. Back into our discount levels. So again, I'll probably leave this now for just running, probably go on mute. We'll see where this trade ends up. Okay, so right now, obviously we've had a push down here. Again, we're just watching this imbalance point here. If this fails to hold and this FVG fails to hold, we will in fact take a loss on this, but I don't think it's going to fail. I feel like we will make this move down. So again, we're just holding, staying patient. Once we get a tap into this level again, or perhaps a tap into this level again, what we can then do is we can then move our stop loss just to the last high. But for now, stop loss remains how it was for a 3% trade. And other than that, I'm just letting the trade play out with the cycle. So by the end of the cycle, hopefully we've made the move down that I wanted. And then we can look for a long position in the next cycle. Okay, so we are starting to get delivery on this trade. Again, we waited patiently for the closure through this FEG. Again, if this did react, we could have took a bullish position. But again, we wanted to discount for further buy side. So again, we're just waiting for the end of the cycle now. As you can see, price did in fact come back to the imbalance and tapped in again. So at that point, you'd take the trade to break even. I'm going to leave it like this just so you can see the percentage gain for a trade like this. So overall target is obviously the 61.8, which is 350. You'd probably just put it slightly above just to be safe for a 3% gain. So we're just going to hold this position now and let it run. Again, you don't have to be micromanaging right now. You can relax, stops to break even, and that's one of your trades for the day. These cycles are very good for getting these nice, quick risk to reward trades. And as you can see, we've took this trade live, just simply watching price at this certain time and where price wants to head, and certain closures showing us the directional bias. So again, we're going to let this trade run out. Okay, so just checking in here, and as you can see, this was the perfect cycle. So this is what I'm looking for most days, this exact type of example. Did actually catch a nice 3% on this, and it hit our targets rather quickly. Again, we had delivery in our final phase. And right now, as you can see, we are going to be switching our bias up. We're going to wait for price to probably close through this FEG and then show some clear buy side opportunities to see if we get change delivery. But to be honest, right now, I'm going to head to the gym. So that was a good day. Nice cycle, capitalization. Again, why did we take the trade? We saw the 15-minute FEG back into a discount for our overall long bias. We saw price fail to break above this high, we saw price break that back down below this bullish FVG. And then we started to react off this as an inversion FVG. And that is where we took the entry. Again, we had break even after we had the second tap in to that level. And then we went straight to targets. So this is kind of the trade that I want you to be looking at. 1 minute time frame, scouting with the cycle times is what we are looking for. So other than that, guys, I know I said I did an outro in the last video. I'll try and include some more examples of me live trading and how I actually use these cycles, but that is exactly how I'd want it to go by. So other than that, clocking out here at 3%, and I will catch you all in the next video.